allowed to scream, you are allowed to cry, but never give up. And don't ever bother what others tell you. Time to touch the sky. Yes, this is what we are going to talk about today, persistence. And yes, Reshma here, welcoming all of you with a big heart filled with lots and lots of love. So, as I always try to share whatever my knowledge, my understanding, whatever I have learned, and maybe as a certain wisdom, whatever I have gained, and there are certain things which are eternal, which never changes, and which always had helped, helps, and will help all of us, support us in times to come and in the time that went by. And so, yes, one of my realizations through my tough times were persistence. And that's why, as I said, you are allowed to scream, you are allowed to cry, but never give up. And don't ever bother what others tell you. Time to touch the sky. So yes, there are times when we are so very fed up, frustrated, that things are not happening, and rather than that, whatever is happening, that is completely to the worst, that is completely against our advantage, completely against our, you can say, whatever is good, going against that completely. So those are the times definitely we all, we want to, scream, we want to cry, we want to bash, we want to, use foul on the others. We just want to, as if we want to, bash those enemies like anything. And yeah, most of the time it is not physically possible doing that. And so in those moments of despair and frustration, we so often, we try as if we want to scream, we want to cry loud, harder, as much as we can. And trust me, many a times we do those. Maybe not in public, but definitely within the four closed walls. Yes, many a times we do. And when we can't scream, when we can't, raise our voice like anything, so often we give those angers and frustrations in rolling tears. Again, within our closed rooms, because we always feel that we don't know. So often we feel like, what if we do these things in public, and what kind of a, what kind of a reaction and things like, and more than that, we feel embarrassed also so many times when we, expresses ourselves, our core expression, you can say our nakedness comes in front of the public. What kind of a reaction is it going to give us? So here, my dear friends, especially my dear young friends, I would like to tell you one thing, that when things are going completely against you, completely, and you just cannot do anything, that time even you can't go and bash your enemies. I say that you scream, you cry, you just, vent out your anger, because somewhere those frustrations, those negative emotions also needs to get out. If not, they just, bottle up like pent up emotion. But the thing is, in spite of those things, one thing, you should not give up. We should not give up. Yes, those times are very, very hard, very difficult, very difficult. I said, last some time it happened with me. It felt fate was picking me up and bashing me on the ground, again picking, again bashing. So many times I felt my bones were breaking. My backbone was breaking, all the bones in my body, as if someone was, pressing me hard and crushing the bones into a powder. That kind of a feeling I was going through for quite some time lately, going through all those challenges. Yes, I exactly felt those things, but I know we have our limitations. We cannot go out in the public and scream and bash. But yeah, that time, crying, sharing tears, shedding the tears in the room, I did. Many a times I felt I can't. I was talking to my God, because for me, my God is my shelter. Always, always. And more I'm growing, he is becoming more bigger shelter of mine. I was telling him so many times, oh God, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm just breaking. You know, for last some time, though it is winter time, but never ever had I felt so cold. So cold. I'm not very much of a coldy person that I get cold and things like that. This particular winter felt like chilling. There are every time I just, even when I went to bed, I literally was wearing heavy thick things with that sweaters, top of that at least 2 blankets, and still I was feeling every time as if my bone was chilling. This happened the first time in my life till to date. And I could very well understand this physical, this chillingness, this chill. Even I was feeling like, in spite of putting so many things, I couldn't resist that cold. And I knew this was, just a reflection of what was going in my head, what I was going through. And so these were just a reflection of those. I understood it very well. And yet, yes, I felt like giving up. I was saying, I was telling my God, I can't do this anymore. I'm just, oh God, please take me. I prayed so many times, please take me. I can't do this anymore. But I know that if I do not do this, who will do it for me? And yeah, so there comes the point that don't give up. Yes, the time will come when you will be broken into pieces, when you will feel like I can't do this, when you will be complaining to your God that I can't do this, why are you doing this with me? You will be saying, oh God, please take me, I can't do this anymore. But still you see the next, the sunshine the next day, and that time it feels like there's, light at the end of the tunnel. And when the things becomes too dark, too bleak, that time only one thing you must, tell in your ears like a mantra, which I'm sharing with you. It's not a secret, but which I do myself. That time I just say to myself, duck this time, D-U-C-K, duck this time, duck this time. That don't fight with anything. Just allow whatever these, these waves of calamities coming upon you, just allow them to go over your head. You just duck it. Because that is the only way you do have. You don't have any other thing to do, because you have no choice at this moment of time. And that time I say another thing to myself, which I was saying to myself, that there is sunshine at the end of the tunnel. So just be here, just be in this time, just allow whatever is happening, duck this. And so that is what is don't give up. And once you do not give up, then as I said, because nowadays I even loses my words. Many a times I don't get, the expression also what to say. And that's when what happens, and don't ever bother what others tell. Time to, touch the sky. And so once you allow those calamities, those disasters, those waves, those perils, those scares, those bone chilling, where you are feeling as if you are completely defeated, you are ruined, that kind of a feeling. I said, every night I was feeling like chilling cold, in spite of wearing. And one thing I would like to share with all of you, my father always used to say that no matter what, at night you should not be wearing sweater and going to bed. You wear heavy clothes, that is fine, but sweater you must never wear while going to the bed. My father always used to say this. What is the reason? I don't know. So till to this age, in this late of my 30s, till to this days, trust me, never ever had I went to bed wearing sweater at night. I wear heavy clothes, winter clothes, but never ever a sweater, because I always believed in what my father said. And this is the first time in my life that I was wearing sweater every night while going to bed, because I cannot resist that cold, even after putting so many blankets. And every night I was telling my father, he's no more in this world, he's on the other side of the, the rainbow sky. Rainbow Bridge. Every night I was telling, I fondly used to call him Bapi. I was telling him, Ki Bapi, I cannot keep your words. See, again today I am wearing sweater and I am going to bed. I cannot, fight this cold. Every day I was saying this to him. and I was just feeling him around me. So yes, sorry, I just felt like, sharing with all of you that persistence, you have to go through this. Whenever time is like this, just persist, don't give up. So the time will come when you will see, those little flicker of light on the other side. And today I could do this video because now again life has started popping up, and I can see little bit of those lights around, and that is the reason after so many days today I can muster the courage and energy and strength to again face the camera and sharing my experiences. As you all know, I only talk those which I know, which I went through, which I have learnt in my life. So yes, my dear friends, I wish this helps all of you in a certain way, and see you very soon. Please take care. Bye for now. Thank you.